Hello, friends. Welcome to Tori Talks TV, and welcome to our review of Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 10, the finale.
Yes.
Okay, so the title of this episode is Misa. If you forgot, we'll review for you what that means. Okay, so the Hound is with Arya still, and he is trying to shield her from seeing the crowd parade Rob's body around with like isn't it the wolf's head? Yeah,
like
his wolf's head sewn
long.
on top. Yeah. It is sick.
It was
and
disgusting.
Twisted. Yeah. So Arya happens upon men talking about what they did to the Starks at the Freys, and yeah. Arya's
she's mad. So
she's traumatized.
Yeah.
Pretty much. She was going there thinking I'm going to be reunited with my brother and my mom, and she's very aware of what just happened.
Yes.
That was so sad. But the Hound is protecting her.
He is now. Now we're not sure what his motivation is. Now he just is just like, wow, that's messed up.
But I'm kind of Team Hound.
I know.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm on his side. Okay, great. So, Tywin and Tyrion Lannister are, our favorite people, the Lannisters. They converse alone. And Tywin is all about the Lannister name.
Yes.
Of course. They're very proud.
Yes.
Right. They have a reputation to protect. So he thinks the slaying of the Starks at the Frey's wedding saved lives.
Yeah.
And prevented war.
Tyrion's just like, I'm all for cheating, but really, like, killing people at a wedding. And Tyrion's like, well, I really saved, like, tens of thousands of lives.
Yeah.
So I'm like, part of me was just like, okay, you actually did. It's kind of true. It's kind of true.
Good point. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
So then Roose Bolton, who's a big fat traitor, Roose Bolton tells Walder what happened with Theon and Ramsay.
Finally, kind of all those dots are connected for us because we've all been confused, much like Theon was the whole season.
What's going on?
What's happening to me?
Right. Yeah. So, speaking of Theon, so Ramsay now gives Theon the name Reek.
Yes.
Because he says he smells and he reeks, and then he's trying to say, "What's your name?" He's like, "Theon Greyjoy." "What's your name?" He's
punch them in the face. Yeah. It only took like one or two punches for Theon to be like, I'm Reek.
I don't even blame him.
I'm just like, I'll just be Reek.
Yeah, seriously. I don't blame him at this point. But so the Boltons send a little special package. Basically sends Theon's penis, his pee-pee, to his family. And Yara, his sister, is obviously mad.
Yeah.
Then
their dad's kind of like, well, he's not a man anymore.
Like, disowns him because he's been dismembered.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he already wrote him off a long time ago, but
That's
Yara's
true.
like, no.
This just made it even worse.
I will go and say, I kind of love that moment where she's like, I'm going to do this and this and this, and I'm going to save him.
I'm going to him.
That's kind of cool. She's kind of
I know.
The
women of Game of Thrones. Good job, ladies.
Love you.
Yeah, so then Sam and Gilly, what are they up to?
So they happen upon Bran and gang.
Oh, that was so cool.
And they share the story about how the Dragonglass kills the White Walkers. Yeah. And then Jojen and Bran tell about how they're going to go north of the Wall. So Sam is like, well, then I'm going to give you the Dragonglass. Right. So he kind of arms them with what they need to have.
Really
I know.
Cool.
I love that moment.
The little 1 degree of separation.
I know.
It's like, I know your brother.
Yeah.
I know him well.
Oh, and it was the direwolf. He's like, I know Ghost. Like, yeah.
That
was a cute moment.
That was really cute. Because they were very suspicious of him. Like,
Well, yes. I mean, you got to be suspicious of everyone in this world.
Everybody. Exactly. Yes. So rightfully so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then Varys, that little weirdo, he advises Shay to sail to Pentos with a sack of diamonds. And,
She's like, no.
Because she's Shay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not really surprised.
Tough girl.
Yeah,
but she thinks that Tyrion put him up to it, which that broke my heart.
I felt bad for her.
Yeah, Varys was actually kind of trying to do something.
Like, look out for her?
Yeah, I think do something good.
Or was he trying to, send off Tyrion's distraction?
I think kind of both. Like, it would have helped both. Because I think that, Tywin has once or twice already threatened to kill whoever he finds in Tyrion's bed. And Shay likes to wind up in Tyrion's bed.
She sure does.
Despite all warnings.
Literally.
And so, also, Varys knows that Tyrion is, going to play an important role in, what's to come.
Yeah.
And so she is a distraction.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but she's like, no. And tell him if he wants to, like, make me this offer, he needs to do it himself.
Right.
Oh, Shay.
I know. I'm like, Shay, come on, man.
Yeah, be cool.
I know. Relax.
There's
like,
important things happening in the world.
People are actually looking out for you, too. You know? Anyway,
yeah.
she's a little stage 5 clinger, isn't she? Anyway, so Podrick, who is becoming one of my favorite people, not just because he impressed the ladies he was with, but because he's so cute and lovable. Podrick's with Tyrion, and they're getting drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Cersei intrudes.
Mm-hmm.
And Debbie Downer. She says she won't be marrying Loras.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm like, why?
Ew.
I was like, what are you going to do to him?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Right? Because why? Because Tywin said you are. So I don't see why you think
Your daddy said you're going to do it. You're going to do it.
So then what's happening there?
Yeah.
But they do also have this moment that was very, like, moving, where Cersei tells Tyrion to give Sansa a child. And then she reveals that she would have killed herself if she herself didn't have children.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and she talks about how when it was just her and Joffrey before Marcella came into the world, Joffrey was such a good baby. Yeah, and she's like, and even Joffrey can't take that away from me.
Oh, that's so sad.
Isn't it?
And pathetic.
Yeah, because Joffrey's not a good baby now.
No, he sure is not. Not a good boy.
Yes.
So let's check in with one of my favorite couples ever.
Oh, God.
Ygritte and Jon.
Oh, God.
So, you know, we were talking about Jon and Ygritte. So Jon decides, like, I'm going to be true to my Night's Watch. And he escapes.
Mm-hmm.
And he does not take Ygritte with him, right? He rides off on a horse. And Ygritte's pissed. Obviously, she's not very happy about it. So she finds him. Like, I don't know, is he, like, drinking water? He's got his horse, and she's, like, already got, like, her bow. And
I didn't think she was going to shoot him.
She totally shot him.
3 times.
And he even was like, you're not going to hurt me. He's like, you know, you say I know nothing, but I know I love you, and I know you love me. You're not going to hurt me. And then she's like, boom. I'll prove you wrong. Shoots him, like, 3
times with arrows.
She's so cool. Okay, I know. That's weird. But, like, she did it. She's like, you're not going to mess with me, Jon Snow. Yeah, so, I don't know why. It was really bittersweet for me.
I know.
Like, don't hurt my sweet Jon Snow,
he, like,
but
jumps
I get
up on that horse and he rides off.
He, like, takes off.
That's
Yeah.
kind of awesome, too.
I don't know why I'm not mad at her, though. Okay, anyway. So, now let's talk about Davos.
Okay.
So, what's going on with him?
So, Davos, so basically, well, when Jon gets back to the wall, Sam's also there, and they, like, tell the story of the White Walkers. Yeah. So then the Maester is like, oh, get the ravens. They have 44 ravens. He, like, asked Sam, does he have good penmanship? Because he needs to write all these notes. Yes. He's got a lot of work to do. So 44 ravens are sent out. So Davos and Stannis, they receive one of those notes. Yes. And Davos reads the story of, like, how, so basically says to all the noblemen of Westeros, the Night's Watch implores, you know, etc. So Davos is basically, he's in trouble with Stannis and Melisandre, but because he reads this note to them, Melisandre determines that Davos is actually important to this cause. We will need you. We will need you. Yes. So going forward. So they don't kill him. They don't kill him because Stannis tried to sentence him to death. Yeah, because he freed Gendry. He sure did. Yeah, so that's bad because they wanted Gendry for his king's blood. And why? Because he said it was right. Yes, it was the right thing to do. Yeah. I really liked him. Yeah. Yeah. So we shall see. Davos, we know, will play an important role. Yeah, but it's too bad Gendry doesn't know how to swim. He sends him off on a boat and he's like, don't fall off the boat. Okay, good advice. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yes. So then, you know, Jaime, he's back in King's Landing. Yes, he made it. He did. So he arrives in King's Landing and he goes straight to his sister/lover. And well, that was kind of sad. So he like walks in. It was kind of a nice moment. Even though we're like, oh, they're so weird and disturbed. Yes. So she's sitting there doing whatever she's doing, and then he like opens the door and he's like, hey, Cersei. Hey, honey. I'm back, boo. Honey, I'm home. Right, exactly. And she turns around and then they like, you know, look at each other, and she kind of like sees that he's got like his, you know, sling, and there's no hand. Yeah. Yeah, his little stub. Anyway, it was just a little bit of a look. Like, I almost wonder what she's thinking because she's so devious. I'm like, is she like thinking less of him now? Or is she still just as in love with her brother as before? It's kind of like the cliffhanger. It's kind of like the soap opera cliffhanger. Like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, what's going to happen with those two?
Yes.
Those lovers. And then in a very, very cool ending to this season and episode, we get to see Dany at the gates of Yunkai. Yes. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so the crowd comes out.
The huge crowd.
The huge crowd.
Right.
Like 200,000 people, right?
Right.
And she wants to know, like, what's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, one person in the crowd says, Misa. And then the little daughter on his, like, in his arms says, Misa. And they all start shouting,
chanting, Misa.
And then there's this, like, beautiful, I have, like, goosebumps. She's like, well, she asks Miss Sunday, what does that mean? And she's like, it means mother.
They're saying mother. They're chanting mother at Dany.
Yeah. And she, like, walks into the crowd.
No fear.
And they, like, pick her up. And there's this beautiful scene where they kind of, like, form circles.
They crowd surf a little bit.
Yeah.
And then,
they pick her up. And it's, like, this beautiful moment.
And then the camera, like, shows her. And then it just, like, goes out.
It's this aerial shot. And then we see, like, her army, the Unsullied.
Yes.
Her people.
And
the people of Yunkai, her small council, and then the dragons.
The dragons fly and see.
Yes, oh my gosh.
Really, really cool season finale.
It was amazing.
I like the way you ended that, guys.
Yes.
Very, very cool. Very impressive.
Good job.
Hey, Dr. S, what a season to review.
Yes.
I would go as far as saying one of my favorite seasons of all of Game of Thrones.
Lots happened in it.
Yes. Very memorable moments. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out with us. And we hope that we refreshed your memory. And I challenge you to watch Game of Thrones over again if you have not. If you've only seen it once, watch it a second time through because it is even better the second time around.
True.
Yes.
I agree.
I concur. Okay, great. Thank you so much. We will see you next time when we review Season 4 of Game of Thrones. Can't wait. See you there. Bye, everybody.
Bye.